What up YouTube, it's your boy Korean Jesus here with another reaction video, and apparently N3ON has been arrested in I don't know where, some Middle Eastern country. I don't understand why these streamers think they're untouchable because there's a camera pointed at them. Whether it be in America, whether it be in other countries, they're like, oh, by the way, you're live right now. It's like, dude, you piss someone off enough, they're just gonna beat the shit out of you. But anyway, let's get into this video.
And so breaking news, the famous former YouTuber, now Kick streamer known as N3ON, who's also been highly associated with N3ON. I believe N3ON is the one who got him the deal with Kick and signed him on his behalf, has recently had a trip to Dubai. And we know Dubai is bougie, it's high class, it's for rich people, millionaires, people who got money, like a lot of these Kick streamers do. But you know, a lot of these Kick streamers who are also from America or from the West don't like to follow the laws of specific countries that they travel to for tourism, like a Johnny Somali who was beat up and bullied by the locals of Japan, or a Nice Poseidon who got arrested for a week or so for getting a lap dance or providing a lap dance to somebody else. Like, you gotta understand in these.
If you haven't seen my other video covering Johnny Somali, this is how American people behave every country they go to. I made the comparison of a friend that grew up in an extremely strict and religious household going to their first house party and going way overboard. We've all seen it. Guess what? Maybe in America you're not as free as you think you are. Just because the circle jerking of you telling yourself you're so much free, why do you feel a need to go to another country and break all the laws and do things that are illegal in America? Johnny Somali going up and harassing police officers, he wouldn't do that in America. But he does that overseas because he feels entitled to do that. But yeah, let's continue the video.
Countries, especially Islamic countries, mostly populated by Muslims, of which N3ON, I believe, is Muslim himself or comes from a Muslim, Arabic, Islamic family, should understand that if you violate their laws, they're not gonna give a fuck about you. They're going to clamp the hammer on you, whip that ass, and send your ass to jail instantly. Like, this is not America where you're gonna be coddled and American privileged and, oh my God, they're only 20 years old. Like, no. In these countries, by the time you're 16, they expect you to act like a fully fledged citizen of that country who understands the laws, respects the culture and the society. But in this case, clearly N3ON did not, as according to this tweet, he has now been sentenced to 1 year in prison in Dubai. They say N3ON was last seen with his OnlyFans girlfriend, Sam Frank, right before being arrested, yet him and his crew are locked up and she's actively posting in his ex-community. Did she make N3ON take the blame? And in his community, she said, I cannot speak on anything, but when I can, you guys will be the first to know. And here's a clip highlighting some of what happened with Sam Frank and the law enforcement over there in Dubai.
So I understand that it's not official, right?
We're going to jail? We're going to jail? Bro. Where are we going?
To the office, they said.
Bro.
But we went to guest services. That's where. Okay, guest services is where we got permission, ma'am. I want to let you know. So anyone who could clear this up is going to be in guest services as well. My passport, and they said you would send it to the WhatsApp group chat.
Close. Put it down, just put it down, bro. Put it down. What are you doing, bro?
Now, as of right now, there doesn't seem to be any official reason released to the public yet as to why N3ON was arrested and maybe going to jail for at least a year in Dubai. But according to some very popular Twitter news pages online, they're saying N3ON has been arrested in Dubai for the past 3 days for illegally filming. And what exactly he was filming, I have no idea. Was he filming other women in Dubai? As I believe that is illegal. You cannot film another person, especially if she's a woman covered up and the wife of another man. Like, I believe that is illegal. Was he filming OF content with his girl Sam Frank, or was he just doing dumb shit like Johnny Somali was doing in Japan and he got arrested over that? Who knows? We all know these Kick streamers are out here starving for attention, and they will do anything, and I mean anything, even if their life is literally in jeopardy over some views. It's just like, bro, the lack of self-preservation in this new generation of content creators is just like astounding. And sorry, by the way, if I still sound funny, I'm still congested, I'm highly sick right now, trying to fight this cold, but I am still filming content. According to another page though, they say N3ON was arrested.
I just want to say that I haven't gotten a cold or a flu or sick in about 8+ years. The secret: Wim Hof breathing, cold showers, ice bath. You don't get sick. Prove me wrong. Try it. You won't. Most people aren't strong enough for that shit.
Right? And he's going to be charged for an entire year because he, and I quote, didn't have the proper permits to film. Now, pretty familiar with that, as I am a content creator, and in, you know, even places like New York City or major cities in America, if you are a content creator and you do want to film outside in the public, you do technically need a filming license or filming permit to do so, especially if you're like a commercial business, a company making money off of what you're filming outside. Like for regular people who just don't do this as a job, it's not professional, and you're just outside filming, having fun, like they don't care about you. They care about the people making money off of this because they want to get their taxes by any means possible. I'm sorry. That's how governments work. They want their money and they will tax you in any way they can. But here's what Adin Ross, basically N3ON's boss, had to say about the entire situation.
I'm gonna just say this though. I'm doing everything that I can do to try to help, but people around him made it really hard because there's clips like, I'm not gonna say specifically who, but you guys can put two and two together. Someone around him mocked them pretty bad to where it's like they fucked it up. I'm not gonna lie. Based off what they said. Who cares? I'm gonna stop talking about it, but it's fucked.
And in the comments, you know, people are saying and alluding to the possibility of N3ON with his OnlyFans girlfriend trying to film content over there in Dubai, which is highly illegal. They say respectfully N3ON exploited Ramadan, and OnlyFans is illegal in Dubai. Some people are saying deserved. Some people are saying he shouldn't be arrested for doing his job, which is streaming and being a general nuisance to society.
It's always these anonymous accounts run by trolls and little children. Streaming isn't a job. I mean, sure, I mean it is, but like what service are you actually providing other than mindless brain rot entertainment? I'm not getting paid for this shit. This shit's just fun for me. Talking about the current situation and giving my insight and my opinion, it's fun.
He didn't even harass anyone while doing it in Dubai. Gotta fix some laws. So now Dubai has to fix its laws to cater to people like N3ON, okay. Because nowadays everyone walks around with cameras and films places, which...
This sounds like a typical American person that has no idea how rules are because they live in the West, where they live in a bubble, where they think things are what they are. You see a positive thing on the internet about China, it's clearly propaganda. But then you see the same thing in Japan, it's like applaud. It's Japan, they're so advanced. Look at these well-mannered Asian people. Bro, what do I know? I've only been there.
In my opinion, it's not true. Like, believe it or not, although we all have cameras, doesn't mean everybody's using them. And here's another clip of Adin Ross providing more context, claiming how serious and real this actually is.
How do I say this, bro? Because I don't want to get in the way. Because I see people, my crew talking about it, and it's not a script, bro. It's real life. It's just hard right now. And people gotta stop talking about it.
So yeah, man, the fact that Adin Ross is so unwilling to actually talk about this situation and seems very low energy about it indicates that this may be a very serious situation, as you know, live streamers like to always exaggerate things for views when it is scripted, but when it's non-scripted, I mean, damn, especially for an undiagnosed ADHDer like Adin Ross, this is kind of scary. Now, here's the caveat about this entire situation. It is entirely possible this entire thing may be fake, may be scripted.
So if streamers like to exaggerate scripted content, it's almost as if I don't miss. If you haven't seen my Andrew Tate video, bro, I don't miss. I don't miss. That was completely scripted. The fact that Adin Ross was all honky-dory and just bragging about that stuff, it just shows you that it's completely scripted.
And maybe fraudulent.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think this is scripted as well. I just think that the law got in the way of the scripted content and he's having to deal with some repercussions. It wasn't supposed to go this way. I'm sure there was another script where he wasn't going to get arrested, but hey, whatever.
As you know, dickheads like Cheeser, the guy I made a video on, and he sent his old little fucking weird-ass goon of a fan base to flood my comment section and dislike bomb my videos. The one I made about him with the monkey app and the fake dildo that he was doing on the monkey app. He recently faked his death for clout. And now all of a sudden, a day or two later, you're telling me N3ON is out in Dubai and gets arrested and is apparently going to be sentenced to 1 year in prison? I mean, listen, it is entirely possible that the dickhead Cheeser is dead. I'm sorry, I have no sympathy if he actually is, because these motherfuckers really got so bad.
See, there's no need to wish death on anyone. Death comes for us all. Like, that's ridiculous. I will say that Cheeser does deserve to be punished for all of his child predatory behavior. He keeps claiming it's a joke, but that's this generation where nothing's real. You can hide behind a screen, and if you have a camera out, you can say or do whatever and you're untouchable. Newsflash, that's just gonna catch up.
Heard about the video and tried to swat and dox me, and now N3ON is out here apparently with a year of his life in jeopardy in Dubai over something that his girlfriend possibly did. This may be another move to go viral. And of course, Keemstar from Drama Alert came out saying his thoughts on the entire situation.
Hey y'all, sorry I'm a little dirty. I just power washed my vehicle, but I have to correct the record on some stuff. Earlier today, we put out a story saying that it is not true that N3ON has been sentenced to a year in jail, because that story is going viral. Other people are picking up. The people that started the rumor are being sourced by other people. So we're trying to shut it down now because we worked the story and it literally is not true. We have confirmation that N3ON 100% was not sentenced to a year in jail. And the backlash from us correcting the record is insane. Some people are saying we're riding for N3ON. No, we're not. We're riding for the truth. Some people are saying that, oh, N3ON paid us off and Sam fucking paid us. I don't know if you guys know this, but Drama Alert made it big like a decade ago. Like, we're not like our competitors on this app that have to pimp out some OnlyFans whore's asshole in order to pay rent.
Of course he's talking about.
Didn't Adam22 admit that he paid Drama Alert to try to make a story go viral? I'm just saying.
Sam Frank.
We're good. You know, we're literally giving you this information for one reason, because it's the fucking truth. He has not been sentenced to a year in jail in Dubai. When we do get accurate information, we will update you.
So yeah, that's Keemstar's thoughts on the entire situation, of which I'm inclined on believing Keem. I don't know, man. He seems more credible about the entire thing, and this does seem like a clout move. However, it is entirely possible that N3ON is still arrested and has been arrested for the last couple of days for whatever the fuck he's done over there, but maybe his community and the bloggers and the news stories have been paid off by his crew to exaggerate the story to make it seem like he's gonna be sentenced to a year when he's probably gonna be out in less than a week. As for Aiden acting like this entire thing is super serious, I don't know. That man has done everything in his power to gain his platform by any means necessary, and Aiden does have a history of exaggerating things for clout, for views, and it's work. And I'm not gonna act like I'm innocent of not doing that, but when it comes to real life situations like this where people can literally go to prison, I mean, that's just kind of crazy, but who knows. What I do want to know is your thoughts and opinions down below. Of course, if you're new to the channel, sub to the channel, hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications, and join the Maury Discord community down below. Links are in the description. It's pretty easy. Hit the link, join, make an account if you don't have one, and participate in the community. Get to know everybody else. To reiterate, I did ban everybody before, so if you were once in the community and you weren't in there for a while, I most likely banned you. So yeah, rejoin, say what's up. I'm usually in there too, so say hi. That being said, hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, everybody stay safe out there.
I don't know what to think about this whole situation other than I think it might be scripted. I really think this is another attention-grabbing N3ON getting banned, and then, oh, guess what? He escaped jail, and now he has things to talk about, and there's going to be all these people flooding his chat with all this overwhelming support. I don't know. If you guys like this content, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe if you want to.